Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How have you guys been doing during this whole quarantine coronavirus stuff? Like, as for me, I've been big chillin'. Like, hair's not done, eyebrows not done, nails not done. Like, but I'm not really tripping too much because I'm not going anywhere anyways. But still, I had to make some shake with these eyebrows, so I had to go ahead and take care of that off camera. And the redness around my eyes and like eyebrow area is because I tried like 3 or 4 different looks before actually filming this, and I didn't like any of them, so I had to just keep wiping it off. So yeah, that's what the redness is for. But other than that, let's just get started on this tutorial. So I'm just priming my skin with the same old MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Primer. And then I'm also gonna use the Danessa Myricks, this like illuminating kind of serum that I applied before my foundation, just to give myself like a more glowy kind of finish. For foundation, I'm using the Becca 24-Hour Ultimate Coverage Foundation in the color Maple, and I'm just kind of tapping it on and pressing it in with this kabuki brush. Pressing your foundation in, like tapping it with the kabuki brush, is actually really key to helping with longevity and keeping it on throughout the day, as opposed to like swiping it and rubbing it. So I went ahead and concealed a few areas that I wanted some more coverage in. This is not my highlighting step yet. I'm just trying to conceal and get more coverage. So I'm using a concealer that's about a shade or 2 lighter than my skin color. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Toffee. For cream contour, I'm using the black Opal foundation stick in the color Carob. I still don't know how to say that word, but yeah, I'm just applying that to the perimeters of my face, my cheekbones, the hollows of my cheekbones. Yeah, just to help give it a more chiseled, contoured, skinny look, because child, the way I've been eating during this quarantine, like, I need all the contouring I can get. For my highlight shade, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Golden Honey, and I'm applying that to all the areas where the sun naturally hits. So underneath my eyes, the middle of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose. I'm also applying that to my eyelid as well to help basically prime my eyes for eyeshadow. And after I apply it, I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush just to kind of disperse it more out, and then I'm gonna go in with the beauty blender, my Real Techniques beauty blender, and just to tap it in, press it in, and just make sure everything is nice and smooth. So after I blend out my concealer, I like to go back in with my kabuki brush that I used to do my foundation and just tap out the edges of that concealer to blend it into the contour so there's no harsh lines. To set my highlight, I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just going to apply this with my beauty blender all over the places that we highlighted, and we're just going to let that bake while we work on our eyeshadow. So this brownish color that I'm using is from the Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is the color Credit, and I'm just applying it into the crease with this brush that I got from Coastal Scents, which is really similar to, if you're familiar with the Sigma E25 brush, or I don't know the number if it's a MAC brush, but something that looks like that. And I'm just applying this into the crease. I wasn't too worried about blending it out because I went back in with the first color that we applied, that darkish kind of orange color, and I just went back in and basically just went over that brown to help blend everything and make it more of a smooth gradient. So now I'm going in with the Helen E Cosmetics eyeshadow primer, and I'm just tapping this all over my main lid. This is where I'm going to apply that pinkish purplish color. So this part is important because you want to give your eyeshadow something to stick to. I'm going in with that really pretty iridescent color in the corner, and I'm applying it basically everywhere I applied that eyeshadow primer and just tapping it on. And y'all, this color is probably like my favorite color in the whole palette because when you look at it initially, it doesn't look like anything special, but when you apply it, it's like a whole different ball game. So I really like it. So I didn't want this look to be an actual cut crease kind of eye look, so I'm just going in with this really mini blending brush, and I'm using that same brown color that I used initially and just basically blending over the edges of that purplish color that I applied, just so it kind of has like a more diffused kind of look, because I didn't want it to be like a real strong cut crease kind of thing. So for lashes, I'm using one of my favorite lash companies, which is Lash by Mary, and the style name is called Ashley. And yes, she did name them after me, so I really appreciate that. So shout out to Mary. But I went ahead and finished up the bottom part of my eyes. So I did the white liner and my waterline, added some eyeshadow, and popped on my bottom lashes. And now I'm just dusting off that bake that we had sitting with this small setting brush from Real Techniques. To set the rest of my face, I'm using the Sephora Microsmooth powder in the color Tan and my Real Techniques Insta Pop face brush. To contour and bronze the perimeters of my face, I'm using the Covergirl bronzer in the color Ebony, and I'm using this slanted angled contour brush, I guess, from Sigma. I'll put the exact number in the description box. So I applied my blush off camera, but the one that I used was the NYX Cosmetics blush in the color Chestnut. And then for highlight, I'm going in with my favorite highlight, as you guys know, Cheeky Bronze from MAC. And then just to take it up an extra level, I'm using the Benny Beauty glitter stack that I got from him. He's a Houston makeup artist. I just wanted it to have some more shine and extraness. So I just applied that to where I applied the highlight initially. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what kind of video you guys want to see for my next upload. I had so much fun making this video. Be sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!